Hello, I'm clinical hypnotherapist Melanie McCool, and I've got some sleep tips. And look, I tell people to protect your sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. And with all of the stress that the world is under right now, there are people who are experiencing sleep issues for the first time in their lives. And the tips I'm going to give you, they're probably not earth-shattering, groundbreaking. Oh my God, I've never heard that before. But if before this you were able to go through your day, hit the sheets, and zonk without any thought, then these things that we call sleep hygiene, these habits that are so crucial to people who find sleep elusive, right? They're going to become imperative for you to follow as well. So anxiety from the uncertainty that we're under, or from directly dealing with issues with the virus, whether it's you're worried about other people becoming ill or yourself, right? This anxiety, this constantly looking to the news to try to assess our risk every day, right? This impact of this information on us all the time, this does have an impact on our health, on our mental and our physical health. And one of the first things it shows up as, and we can identify, is poor sleep quality. And so if you're finding that you're unable to fall asleep, or you're getting up several times during the night, or you're having really, strange types of dreams, or you're waking up feeling completely unrested, like you haven't had a night's sleep, or unable to function and concentrate as you normally would, or being really irritable, right? All of these things are from poor sleep quality. And there are ways to help yourself now. And I say, don't come through this pandemic, right? Don't survive the pandemic only to succumb to the stress, right? Let's thrive through this. So if you or somebody that you love is experiencing sleep issues, well, I have a complimentary hypnosis download on my website. You'll find a link in the description to this video. And it will help you to get that deep restorative sleep. And at the same time, I'm going to recommend that you follow simple sleep hygiene strategies, right? So that includes things like being consistent about the time that you go to sleep and wake up. Okay? And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I can't do that. Well, guess what? Your mind does what you tell it. So it's listening right now. So if you decide means to cut yourself off from old habits, right? If you decide that you'd like to have the most, healthful sleep possible, then you're going to decide that you're going to go to sleep around 10 p.m. and wake early. There's this magic time to get restorative sleep, and it's between 10 and 2, right? So by getting to sleep earlier, we're giving our bodies the best restore and renew period possible. And of course, if you're going to bed that early, you're going to be waking earlier, right? So this is the first strategy, which is a schedule, a sleep schedule, and also a schedule for the rest of your day. So that's, sleeping the same time, waking the same time, eating, working, exercising, whatever it is that you do during the day, having a predictable schedule. Your mind and your body loves it. It helps. Which brings me to tip number 2, which is to exercise. Exercise in some way every single day. When we exercise, our body releases the most powerful anti-stress hormones there are, endorphins, right? These endorphins directly combat the cortisol stress response in your body. Not only, they also fight pain, and they make you feel really good, right? We could all use a jolt of optimism right now, right? Please. So getting those endorphins pumping every single day is going to decrease your cortisol, and it's going to make you tired, right? And your increase in cortisol is linked to poor sleep quality. So, right, so anxiety and stress comes up, cortisol goes up, we sleep horribly. If you get good exercise in, you can bring that cortisol down and sleep better. And as you go to wind down in the evenings, most people would know to avoid things like caffeine, right? But I'm going to also recommend that you don't eat a large meal or drink lots of liquids, especially not alcohol, before you're going to sleep, because this is going to either keep you up during the night if you're digesting or if you've got to use the bathroom, and alcohol actually leads to very poor quality sleep. So avoiding those things, and then when it's time to get to sleep in that wonderful room, that place where you get to shut off the world, right, and you're going to bed, you want to make sure that it's quiet, dark. Again, it should go without saying, but in the past you might have been able to fall asleep with the TV on or the blinds wide open. It wouldn't have made a difference. But now, get it as quiet as you possibly can, and get the screens out of your room. So that's TVs, laptops, phones, tablets. I mean, some people, if they've got, the Kindle or the equivalent, and they're reading a couple pages before they go to bed, and it helps in the zonk, by all means. That's not a big deal. But they recommend that you have no screen time before you go to bed. And of course that would include not watching a television in your room or having your phone. Plug your phone in somewhere else. Again, bringing this back because so many people were just fine just a few weeks ago with their sleep, and you wouldn't have thought anything about having your phone next to your bed and checking one last thing, maybe from someone that you care about before you go to bed or something. But now things are different, and you've got to protect your health and your sleep. So I'm going to recommend that you plug that in across the house, somewhere outside of the bedroom. And all of these things can help. They absolutely can help. And I'm going to leave, the last tip will be to understand the law of reversed effort. Okay? And hypnosis absolutely helps you to do this as you're falling asleep, because it's a natural law of reverse effort. You're focusing on something else as you zonk. But the law of reverse effort goes like this. If you're laying in bed and you're fighting sleep, right? You're thinking to yourself, I can't sleep. Why am I not able to sleep? Oh my gosh, it's getting later. Oh, by the way, don't know what time it is when you're in bed. Just turn your clocks around. Don't have a watch. Get your phone out of your room, right? Don't have any idea what time it is. If it's dark, you're sleeping. That's it. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I can't fall asleep. I gotta fall asleep. And you're trying to fall asleep, it's not gonna work. The moment you take your mind somewhere else and think about anything else, even just breathing in and out, just focusing on your breath, you'll be able to fall asleep quick, much quicker than if you think about falling asleep. All right. So I hope that you've enjoyed these sleep tips. I have written a blog that has 5 sleep tips to help you to get deep sleep. You'll find that link in the description of this video, along with a deep sleep hypnosis download. It's part of my 12 weeks of supporting people around the world with the stress that they're dealing with the coronavirus. And if I can help people in just one small way to deal with the stress of this pandemic, it's worthwhile. So if you know somebody who is having a hard time sleeping, I do ask that you would share this video with them. That way they can get the sleep download as well. I'm Melanie McCool. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I look forward to helping you to bring your life around to the way that you want it to be.